Wow, what an interesting place this is. Welcome to Slab City, near Nyland, California, at the eastern edge of the Salton Sea and only 50 miles from Mexico. It's a unique wonderland. That's the only way I know to describe it. Of artists, eccentrics, retirees, and perhaps some renegades and a little bit of anarchy. I don't know. Some people call this the last lawless place on Earth. Sure doesn't look like any building codes are enforced or anything. Seems the slabs have always been about survival to some extent, I guess. From Interstate 8, take exit 118 and continue north on Highway 111 for about 30 miles or so until you reach Nyland. You can take either Nyland Avenue, which is on your right, or continue on Highway 111 until you see the United Food Center. Turn right on Main Street. This takes you straight into Slab City, no turns. You may want to stop in here though and grab a couple of drinks and some snacks. Once you pass this building on the right, and it sticks out, you'll continue on for about 4 miles or so, passing by the Nyland gas turbine makeup generating station on your left. In 1942, this was a Marine training camp, teaching soldiers survival skills for World War II. Today, free spirits learn survival in a society that's off the grid. And most everyone we met here was friendly. They waved and smiled, but we were advised, be careful whose picture you take. Some people here, well, they don't want to be found, and I can respect that. After the war, the camp survived until the 1950s, when the last buildings were torn down. Only the concrete foundational slabs remained, and voila, Slab City was born of the ashes. The first thing you come to at the edge of Slab City is the Slab City Art and Gift Shop. Butch is the proprietor. He offers up t-shirts, stickers, fossils, crystals, and other trinkets. Generally, though, keep this in mind, things here are overpriced as the people expect some haggling over the prices, and they enjoy it. Butch was much more than friendly, and he answered a lot of questions about the slabs. It's worth stopping in here just to talk to Butch. And just past the gift shop is Slab City's most iconic feature, making a few television cameos and appearing in a few music videos. It's Salvation Mountain. Some guy named Leonard Knight evidently found faith and began building this mountain from mud, sand, bales of hay, and held it all together with an artist's palette of paint. The mountain itself is another story of survival. The government wanted to tear it down and put in a fee-based campground. They even tried to claim that the paint was toxic to the soil, but Leonard had his own test performed which showed no toxicity, and the mountain has survived. Leonard died, though, in 2014, and now a nonprofit maintains and cares for the mountain. However, some of these passageways and the rooms, well, they seem questionable. After all, it is mostly hay and sand and paint, and nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky, right? But the artwork is interesting. I guess you could say Slab City itself is a giant work of art. I don't know of anyone being hurt while visiting the mountain, but we did not want to be the lucky first. So we just stayed on the trails and carefully peeked into the rooms and such, wondering, how long has this hay been here? I don't know. I think this is the truck, or the camper, if you will, that Leonard basically lived in for the 30 years it took to build his mountain. And while you're here, you may spot this porta potty. All I can tell you is don't. Just don't. If there is a gate to hell, this may very well be it. Stay away. I'm not sure the census workers got here in 2020, and if they did, I don't know how long they stayed. I don't know if they were welcomed. But it appears in the summer months that the heat of the desert shrinks the population down to about 150 brave souls or so, while in the cooler weather, the campers and makeshift pallet houses and hay bales pop up, and the population swells to a few thousand. I don't know if I would stay here all winter, but I would be quite comfortable staying here for a night or so. Keep in mind, though, that Slab City is off-grid, meaning no utilities are provided, none, not even trash pickup. And it seems from reports here that most everyone is a government employee of some sort, meaning SSI, disability, retirement, or just independently wealth challenged. People here live by their wit and ingenuity, and they like it this way. If you get hungry, you can buy or barter for food here, even visit the library or internet cafe. And if you don't have an RV, you can always rent a room at the California Ponderosa. It's only $30 a night, or $125 a month or so, which also reportedly includes breakfast and dinner. What a deal, man. You can search the internet, Airbnb, or rentals, Slab City. Or if you did bring your RV, you can just show up. Find a vacant spot that isn't claimed or too close to someone else and make camp. I'm guessing, though, your big question would be, is Slab City safe? And to be honest, I think Slab City is as safe as you are. It appears that people group themselves together here. You want drugs, you'll find them. If you want trouble, you'll find it or it will find you. Either way. It's like any place, really. If you look for blue cars, you'll find blue cars. Look for trouble, it will know you're here. Be respectful, and generally you're safe. Slab City is one of those places where the people seem to police themselves for the most part. Our next stop is East Jesus. It's an art community, post-apocalyptic perhaps, but still neat to see. And this is where we ran into Jack, or Slab City Jack as he's known here. He runs a cat house, takes care of stray cats, makes YouTube videos, and takes donations, of course, to foster the cats. This is the East Jesus Art Museum from the air. It's an eclectic collection of, well, art, in the eye of the beholder, of course. We actually had fun here, though. Found this old beach on the way in, on its final approach, and I had to check it out. Before it was deregistered, it belonged to the Atomic Aircraft Maintenance Company in Seattle. Don't know what happened, but the company dissolved in 2019 after being in business for only 3 years. And just because the slabs are off-grid, it's sort of like Tatooine if you're a Star Wars fan. You have Facebook, Venmo, and you can shop online here. It's good to know that all visitors are welcome, aliens, dogs too. Just keep the dog on a leash, I think. Overall, this place is interesting. It's unique. Enough so that the BBC made a documentary about it. If you stop by the slabs, you will have to stop here. Don't try to figure it out, what is art and what isn't. Just spend some time looking around and go hands-on with the stuff. One of the favorite things here, though, that I found was the teeter totter. Wizard had to help Jill out with some extra weight. 6 bowling balls to be exact. And honestly, as simple as this was, it was a lot of fun. Everybody needs a 30-foot teeter totter in their backyard.
We may not match it, but it'll get a lot better. The higher he gets, the higher his voice gets.
I'm trying not to fall off.
Okay, go ahead and jump now. See how it works.
Oh yeah, oh wow. Maybe a couple more.
Yeah.
Me and 6 bowling balls.
Making me feel bad.
Okay, jump.
There we go. Oh yeah,
Woo!
Hold on.
Oh!
Holy cow.
Feel like a kid again.
I know it.
Look at you in the air. You good. Oh my gosh! Woo! We don't need to spin it, baby. Okay.
This is fun. Okay.
Are you ready?
Donation box over there.
After teetering and tottering for a few minutes, we happily tipped our host, Mr. Wizard, and continued to tour the art museum. If you visit Slab City, don't be afraid to say hello to the people there and enjoy their hospitality. For now, we're going to head on up the highway to the Salton Sea. See you there. And remember, guys, take care and be a good human. See you later.